Welcome back everyone to our channel, Learning Web Development. Today we're going to be going over the HTML tags from what we did from last lesson, and we're going to be showing some more HTML tags and what they're used for. So before we get into the actual lesson, I'd just like to say, please guys, if you can subscribe to our channel, either by clicking the link below or at the top right corner. Also like our videos and leave a comment if you have something you want us to touch upon that we've touched on in our videos, and just write a comment. We'll review them and we'll comment back or try and make a video explaining in more depth what you're requesting. So please guys, let us know. Cheers, thank you. Now we're going to go into lesson number 3, HTML tags. Welcome back. So we're going to continue where we left off. So in last lesson we talked about header tags. We've removed them and now we're going to start from scratch again. So let's go. Next, so you have something called I tags. So let me just do this. But I've also put it in a P just to show you what. Just to show you that you can put. Remember, I said you can put tags within tags. So this is a perfect example. So this is my P tag. This is my I tag. So we'll say this is above I tag, and put some text. This is below I tag. Yep. So what you can see here is that we got a P tag, and inside that P tag you have some text here, and then you also have an I tag here with some text inside the I tag, and then you have some more text below that. So let's see what the outcome of this is. So I've just saved it. We're going to refresh. So as you can see, this is my P tag. So this whole thing is inside my P tag. And as you can see, this bit here, let me just do this so it's more obvious what I'm doing. Star, refresh the page. So you can see here, this text here is my I tag. So I tag stands for italic. So as you can see, it's made it slanted. All the text slanted to the right a little bit, and a different style font. So this is italic. So I stands for italic. And as you can see, this is the normal P tag font styling here. So this is above the I tag. This is below the I tag, and then this is inside the I tag. So you can see it's made it italic. So I stands for italic. What else can you do? For example, let's try another tag. So B tag. So B tag stands for bold, basically. So this basically makes your text bold. So it should make my P tag bold. So if we refresh the page, you can see it's made my P tag bold. You can also do the same thing, for example, using strong tag. So the strong tag, click save. As you can see, it's made the same text bold. So you can use B or strong. So I believe strong is more HTML5. We won't go through all HTML5 tags in this lesson, but we will be doing it in another lesson or in the future. So stay tuned for that. In this lesson, we'll just be going over the normal HTML tags. So what other tags do we have? So let's just remove some text with this. So we have, let's do a ref tag. So I'll get into more information about what this tag is, maybe in a future lesson. But for now, this is a link. I'll just explain briefly what this is. So whenever you go to a website and you see a link and it or a highlighted button for a text with underlined, where it's underlined and it's clickable and it takes you to another page, this is most likely a ref tag. So a ref tag basically says HTTPS www. Let's try google.com. So it's basically saying when, let me just refresh this, click save. So as you can see, whenever you see this, it's got its own styling, it's underlined, and when you hover the mouse over, it changes the mouse icon, so you know it's clickable. So what this does is basically says, when a person clicks on this particular link, send them to a different page, redirect them to a different page. And this href indicates what page to take them to. So it could be a website, a completely different website. It could be just a web page within your website, for example. Say you're on the home page, you want to this to be, for example, to say contact us. Click save. This could be a link to your contact us page. So when they click it, it goes to your contact us page in your website, for example. But for now, as you can just see, we're just going to take them to Google. So Google redirect. Click save. Again, this text can be anything. It could be the test. You can do whatever. There's no limit to what text you can put inside of this. It's just text it's just basically text you want to show to your customer that's visiting your page. So when you click on this, for example, you click it, and as you can see, you're redirected to Google. Yep. Go back. So also, I just wanted to note inside of these tags, for example, you can have something called attributes. Attributes basically describe what this particular tag can do, or the features. So this href, for example, is what we call the attribute of this a tag, and that's how the a tag works basically, and how you create links. So another tag you can do, let's see. So we have the button tag. So for example, button, this is a button tag. Click save, refresh the page. As you can see, it's created a button and it's got the text inside of it. You can click it, but it doesn't do anything. To make it do something, you need to add some sort of JavaScript functionality to it. Again, JavaScript is going to be a completely different course than this web development course, simply because it covers so much and it's very in depth. But as we said, this one is just going to be HTML, CSS. We're going to be doing JavaScript after that. So I'll show you how to add functionality to things such as buttons like this. But as for now, this is just to show you this is how you can create a button on a page, and as you can see, you can click it. You've got text inside of it, etc. What other tags can you do? Let's see. Oh yes, one of the most important tags you can have is called div tags. So div tags, for example, so put test in it. This is a div tag. Save, refresh. What this is basically a box. It's a container, and it contains anything you can put in it. Like you can put other tags in it. You can put the p tag in it. You can put whatever tag in it. And div tags are important because they're used as containers for content, for pictures, for whatever you want basically. Most likely your web pages will be divided up into multiple different divs, and so for example, you might have a div for the header and the top part of your page. Then you might have a div below for like images and content, and then a div for your footer, for example. So divs are used a lot in a web page. And just to show you as well what I mean by container, or this goes for just to show you where the container is. Again, we're using another attribute called style. We're going to be going into this most likely in the next lesson, or the lesson after that is basically CSS. I'm just adding some CSS. Don't worry about if you don't understand what I'm doing. I'll be talking about CSS and styling in our next lesson, or maybe the lesson after this. So what I'm going to say is solid 1 pixel black. Let's make it 2 pixels so it's more clearer. Click save. As you can see, there's a border now around the actual div, and as you can see, I remember I was saying it's a container, so it contains whatever's inside of it. So you can see now a div goes from one end of the screen to the other. It wants to do the maximum width it can do within its parent body. So as you can see, it's inside this web page, and it wants to go to the full width. So again, you could put as much content as you want inside of this. Okay. Also, you can have another div inside of this if you wanted to. So let me do it underneath. So div. Let me just copy this and just copy and paste in this. So I'm doing Command C, but you can right click it as well, copy, and then you can just do paste if you want to, like paste. Or shortcut is copy. This is Command C and then Command V for Mac users. I'm not too sure what it's for in Windows, but again, you should be able to go to edit and see what it is. See, this is for Command C for copy, Command X for cut, Command V for paste, for example. So now I'll just change this to red so you can see the difference. Okay, so as you can see, it's one line. You don't see anything else. The reason why you don't see anything is because it's a container is only as big as what is inside the container. So if the container, the div has nothing in it, is completely flat, you won't see anything. So if I just put some text in it now, this is my red div tag. You can now see that it goes full width, as you can see, as it always did, and it's much bigger now. You can see that it's actually a box. So the red box, the red div tag is in the outer, is inside the black div tag, as you can see. So that's just an example of div tags, and again, you can use multiple tags inside other tags. As I said, always try to indent it. As you can see, this indicates all of this content is inside this div tag as well. And what's good about this as well, if you go to the first open tag, you can just literally scroll down until you meet the next tag, which should be the close tag for the first tag that you're on. And so you know exactly this one, and this here, this is the open one, this is the closed one, and anything inside between this gap here is inside this tag. So again, if you go to the P tag here, you got space, and then you go here, then that indicates this here is the closing tag for this particular P tag here. Anything inside this space here, is inside that P tag. So it's just good visually to while you indent your code, and to understand what's inside what tag and what you're looking at. So I'm not too sure. I think we're gonna stop it here for now, but there's loads more other tags. We're gonna get into it, but I know this is going on for quite a while now. So again, just play around with some of the tags that I've shown you, and again, we're gonna be going over a few more tags as well. But for now, thank you for watching. Again, please subscribe to my channel by either the link below or the button or link at the top right corner of the screen. Write a comment below if you want me to go into more depth about something or explain anything, and like the video. Thank you.